If you've just joined us on PM America, that was a film clip of Miss Victoria Strand, the highly acclaimed ballerina of the National Theater Company of Dance, and a rapidly rising star in the world of international ballet. Miss Strand has just been invited to the White House to perform for President and Mrs. Kennedy. Quite an honor. Miss Strand, that was a very beautiful display of grace and, I suppose, a sheer physical strength. How much time does it take to prepare and rehearse for a performance?
I usually begin my rehearsals about 3 or 4 months before a performance.
Well, what is your daily schedule like then? I mean, do you have a strict routine that you adhere to? And how about your diet? Do you stick to a real rigid diet?
I really don't have very much time to eat. That's basically my diet. But my schedule is very disciplined and demanding. I wake early, I take ballet class, I go right into rehearsal, and I try to study very intensely the music I'll use in a performance, and I sleep. The ballet is my whole life, and the world outside of it is really of little consequence. My feelings, my emotions, my very being are most vivid when I'm dancing. When I get up on the stage, I feel this ultimate feeling of freedom. It's as though the whole world will disappear on me, and I'm there alone.
My lovely Victoria. She was to become the most accomplished prima ballerina in the world. I had the privilege of producing all of her performances during those years. We were the premier ballet. We played every major city in the world. Victoria worked very hard, and I was very much in love with her. Everyone was. She was the most magnificent woman I had ever known, and we became lovers. And then, one afternoon, it was in New York during a rehearsal, a tragic thing, foolish really. A piece of scenery fell and struck her. Then, everything changed.
Cases like this, we can't really expect much of a response yet. There was a severe blow to the head. She's still unconscious.
But doctor, it has been 2 days since the accident.
We're hoping she'll regain consciousness in the next few days, but there's considerable damage to the optic nerve. Her prognosis is poor. Her vision will never be the same. Partial or perhaps total blindness is the expected outcome. I'm sorry.
Oh, my sweet Victoria. You will dance, I promise you. You will always dance.
Obsessed with my visits. And she started to live in a fantasy world, really. And sometimes we played a game. Those fantasies kept her alive, I think.
Dearest Victoria, you will always take my breath away. You become more beautiful every time you dance.
Thank you, Ivan.
And how are you feeling this evening?
Oh, very well. A bit tired, perhaps. But I'm far too nervous and excited to think of it. Ivan, how is the audience tonight? Will the Baron be here? He promised he would, you know. Can't imagine he wouldn't. Are you sure I look beautiful enough?
Oh, my sweet Victoria. You could never look more beautiful than you do right now. The concert is completely sold out. Every seat, every box filled, as will all our performances be. As for the Baron, I saw him a few minutes ago. He is most anxious to see you on stage. Tonight, you will be the most magnificent dancer in the world, prima ballerina, première danseuse du monde. the envy of women from Moscow to New York. And after tonight's performance, you will be the most important dancer in the world of ballet.
Ivan, I hear the overture. It's time for me to go on stage.